Episode 102. So Andre is looking at pics on his iPad of Dani and Ashley, and he's going back and forth looking at each one of them, and I guess he's confused. So, yeah, I don't know what that means, but he's definitely looking like he's having a tug of war inside of his head in regards to which one should he choose or go to. I don't even know what to say, because he and Dani are not really in a relationship. It's a sexual relationship, but it's not a relationship where they're out in public with it, even though a lot of people are starting to find out about it. So yeah, I don't know. Next, I knew Sharon wouldn't take it too kindly to Anita's request to perform a solo. Anita tells her and Tracy that she's trying to do the right thing by getting them involved, and she tells them to give the word and she will tell the promoter no. And she goes ahead and tells them that her family has no connection with her jazz career, so she wants them to see her do some of her songs that she did when she became a solo act, and as well as when she changed her genre to jazz. So Sharon tells Anita, how about each one of them have a solo song? And yeah, if they want to do that, then why not? Next, Vernon sees Andre at Orthy Jeans, and he doesn't sugarcoat what he's about to say to him. So he tells Andre he heard he's having an affair with his baby girl, and he wants to know his intentions. And that's the crazy part, because Andre is sitting up here confused, and he's been begging Dani for the longest to come out to the public about them, and Dani's like, she's not ready. So I don't know, what do you do with that? The Vernon's speaking as if they're in a relationship, but it's not quite like that, and a lot of that has to do with Dani. Next, Nicole visits Smitty to try to advocate on Martin's behalf, and Smitty tells her it wasn't a little lie, but the lie lasted for 2 years. And yeah, we get it. We get it, Smitty. We know you mad. Next, Dani guilt trips Martin about being selfish and making it about him when it's about Anita, and that he needs to put on his big boy pants and show up for his grandmother. So he agrees that he's being selfish, and he tells Dani he will sit in the front row with his kids and cheer Anita on, just like he should. Next, Andre shows Vernon the utmost respect. That's one thing about Andre. He's very respectful. Even when somebody's coming at him sideways, like Vernon, asking what's his intentions, he's still very respectful. And I like that about him. And he's telling Vernon about Dani and basically what he sees in Dani, what her thoughts are, what he notices. He knows when she's in a mood or when she's not, and things of that nature. Vernon tells him that he knows, it seems like he knows Dani well. And Vernon goes on to tell him that he likes him and don't give him a reason to change his opinion. And Vernon's just doing what a dad's supposed to do, looking out for his daughter. So, yeah. Next, Anita tells Sharon that she's okay with them singing a solo, and Tracy tells Sharon that she's okay singing backup and to let Anita sing her solo for her family. And Sharon and Tracy agreed to Anita singing solo, like we knew they would, because they're just happy for the opportunity. Let's keep it real. Next, Tyrell tells Vernon he knows that his dad and Pop didn't tell him and Samantha the entire story. And he asks Vernon why are they treating him and Samantha like they can't handle the truth. And the one thing that he needs to know is that he and Samantha are still teenagers. You're not going to be told everything that adults are doing. It's not in your place to know that. It's in your place to be a teenager, do what you need to do in school so that you can go on to college, get you a good career, and move on. Stop worried about, as my grandma used to say, stop worrying about grown folks' business. Stay in the kids' place. Even though I know they're teenagers, but still. Next, Smitty tells Nicole that Joey Armstrong doesn't help for free. Yeah, he's right about that one. And he's just waiting for when he will want payment. And Smitty tells Nicole that Martin will have to compromise his career or his family. And I don't know, because the debt Bill is in debt to Joey, really, because Bill is the one who involved Joey. So, yeah, I think Smitty is putting a little extra on that. It's going to fall on Bill, not Martin. So Smitty says that he's also angry at Martin that he didn't tell him about that racist bastard, i.e. Kenny, and that he's still angry about it. And yeah, I agree on that one because Kenny was going around and contacting the kids and nobody knew who he was, and that could have turned out to be really ugly. So I get that part. So Smitty says that he's angry at Anita and Vernon for telling Martin not to tell him. And again, yeah, I don't think that would have been a good idea. So Nicole asks Smitty to put aside his anger for one night and join the family at the concert. And then Smitty tells Nicole he'll go. Next, Tyrell tells Vernon he feels like he and Samantha are being treated like babies. And there we are with the exaggeration. You're not being treated like babies. You're being treated like minors that don't need to know everything. Next, Dani asks Andre what is his feelings for Ashley, and she tells him that they're in a transitional relationship and that they can tell each other anything without repercussions. And Andre better not fall for that. That is the oldest trick in the book. That's the oldest trick in the book. She's just trying to get intel. She wants to know, is Ashley a threat? And if he goes on to tell what he really feels, then that just gives Dani ammunition to use against him. So if he's smart, he better not tell her what he's feeling for Ashley. Because we all know when Dani saw him at Uptown on the date with Ashley, how she acted. So just imagine if he tells her that he has feelings for Ashley. Yeah, that's not going to end well. Next, Vernon tells Tyrell there's more to the story, and he tells him that it's not his story to tell, it's his parents. And so Vernon tells him he will tell his parents that Tyrell is more mature than they think, and Vernon tells him too that he heard him and that he respects him as a man because he came to him as a man. And I guess that's real talk. He handled it nicely. More nicer than I would have, because I would have just put it straight out there. Stay in your place. Don't worry about grown folks' business. Worry about being a child. Well, being a teenager and what that entails. Next, Smitty tells Martin that he's going to the concert, and Martin tells him he will be there as well. And I already see where this is going. They gonna get there as a family, and next thing you know, that's more important enough, and we're still standing strong, blah 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 kind of thing. I bet they get together shortly after. Next, Sharon looks like she's having a panic attack, and tells Anita and Tracy she can't and runs off. So here we are. Sharon's being dramatic. Seems like it's just jitters. She's just scared because they haven't been on the stage in a long time. But I'm sure when push comes to shove, she'll be on that stage with Anita and Tracy. And that ends the episode.